And here's another video from King Dweeb Books. Same day, a few minutes later, obviously, because it can't be the same time. And yeah, I'm back. So is the glare of my glasses. I apologise profusely about that, but I need my glasses to see. If you have a problem with them, I'll see if I can get laser eye surgery, but which is highly undoubtful because it is so expensive. As I said, this is going to be the first part of a book haul. I have got 17 books in this haul to show you. I was going to show you the books I bought recently, but I honestly cannot be bothered because I've got that many books to show you, and I'm super duper excited to show you them. And oh my god, I cannot wait. Sorry, that went a bit bad. I'll keep this in, by the way, just so you know that I'm human and I can make bloopers. The first book I have to show you is a graphic novel, and it's Y the Last Man Book 1 by Brian Lee O'Malley. The glare is super awful on this cover. It's not even Brian Lee O'Malley, that's a different one that I've got. This is Brian K. Vaughan with Pia Guerra and Jose Marzan Jr. Oh my god, I was very dark there. Sorry about that. Anyway, this one, it's set in 2002, and every male with the Y chromosome dies, except for one man, I believe is a man. Yeah, every mammal with the Y chromosome everywhere on Earth suddenly collapses. So there's just women left, except for one man and his pet male monkey. The man is Yorick Brown, so obviously Y, plus then every male with a Y chromosome, which is, yeah. Anyway, the art is quite weird. I mean, if you've read Brian Lee O'Malley's, no, why do I keep calling him Brian Lee O'Malley? If you've read, wow, sorry, if you've read Brian K. Vaughan's Saga series, like I have, as you've probably seen in previous videos, you'll know some of his stuff can get quite nitty gritty and really into the depth, but like a picture I got to on this one, which was quite weird, and that one as well. Wow, yeah, I'm going to stop looking at that until I actually read it. But yeah, I cannot wait to get into this. It is a bit thicker, and I hope it's good. It kind of sounds like I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna say it seems a little bit like Revolution, but obviously there's still power there. Speaking of Brian K. Vaughan, and Saga, I have the Volume 4 of Saga, and I can tell you now, I have read this. I bought it the day I bought it. No, that sounds really good, doesn't it? I bought it the day I bought it. I read it the day I bought it. That sounds better. My face just keeps getting darker and darker. It was brilliant. And sorry, I know I shouldn't do this, but spoiler alert, it has a to be continued page. I can't show you. Hold on, wait a minute. To be continued, Volume 5, hopefully this year. It is brilliant, as usual. The plot thickens as it gets into it. It is honestly brilliant. I mean, it shows you at the back here the ongoing series, like, you know, the individual comics. I'll see if you can see them. I mean, some of them, if you can see them, I hate when it does that. It just goes all disco-lighty. But anyway, if you can actually see them from there, some of those covers do look brilliant. And I can wanting to see if I can get them from somewhere. I hate when my camera does that. It picks up colours and then just goes all disco-lighty, and it's like, why not just play music? Anyway, moving on. The next book I bought was Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. This one is when Amy's dad dies, and she has to go with a friend, or a friend accompanies her to go to a new house in a different state somewhere in America. I believe I've got that right. I hope I've got that right. I want to go into this without knowing a lot about it. I do have one of Morgan Matson's other books, which is Since You've Been Gone. Yeah, that's it, Since You've Been Gone. I did start reading that. I was really enjoying it, because it was the end of summer. It was like we were going into autumn and it's not staying hot, so I want to read it in summer. So hopefully this summer I will finish it. I believe I finished on a chapter, so it's all right. That's good. That's good. The next book I have is Just One Day by Gail Forman. This, I have no idea, is obviously by the author of If I Stay, which has become a movie. Unfortunately, I cannot find in any bookshops that I've been in the original Where She Went cover, so I can get it matching. So I might have to end up buying the squarey film one, like it is on the back of there, which looks disgusting. I hate it. I don't like it. I do not know what this is about, and I want to keep it that way again. So yeah. The next book I have is Prince of Thorns. That is awful. The lighting in this room is awful. Prince of Thorns by Mark Lawrence, and I do believe Elizabeth from Elizabeth Page, I believe her channel is now called. I think it is. Yes, it is. Elizabeth Page has got this book, and I think she's wanting to read it, either that or she's already read it. I have been watching the videos, even though I have been making them, but I think she's quite excited for it. This lighting is awful. I do apologise a lot. I know, yeah, I don't really know what it's about. Again, I'm gonna, a lot of these books I don't really know what they're about, so I'm going to find out about them as I read them. It sounds good from the glimpse over what I've done of it. I mean, it's got, I think the third book has a blurb on it by George R.R. Martin, who, if you didn't know, wrote the Game of Thrones series. This one's got Peter V. Brett and Robin Hobb, both of which I've never read their books. I've never heard of Peter V. Brett. Hopefully I will do someday. The next two books I have to show you are both part of the series, a trilogy, and they are both humongous books. They are The Well of Ascension and Hero of Ages, books 2 and 3 in the Mistborn trilogy. Mistborn trilogy, yeah. I really, really, really loved The Final Empire. I really, 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 really want to get into these books. But I mean, I'm sure I'll fly through them. I flew through The Final Empire, even though it is quite a decent size. I'm tapping it right next to you, so if you hear that, that's me tapping the book. But there are loads of other books I've got that I'm so excited for and really want to get finished before I get onto them, even though I'm super excited for these. So yeah, those. The next two are also part of a series. They are books 6 and 7 in the Harry Potter series. They are Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, which looks orange even though it's red, and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, which I was thinking was going to look blue even though it's green, because orange when that's actually red. Again, these are the adult covers which I've been collecting. I now have all of them and they look beautiful on my bookshelves, which hopefully I'll be able to show you at some point, as I mentioned in my last video. I'm not even holding them onto the screen. But yeah, if you don't know what Harry Potter is about, you've lived under a rock for the past however many years you've been alive. Because even your parents must have told you about them if you were young and if you're young and still watching these videos. So get out there and read them. Where have you been? Now, these next 3 books are all part of a trilogy which is out at the minute. Well, they're not a trilogy, it's an ongoing series. The covers look amazing. Oh my god. And Elizabeth, I know she appreciates these. I showed them her on Twitter and she knows they exist. I thought she didn't, but she does, obviously. Who doesn't know they exist? And, yeah. I really like them. I mean, I've started reading the first one. It is a bit to get into, and I'll show you why now. They are William Shakespeare's Star Wars trilogy. Although it's not a trilogy because there's another 2 books. I believe it's 2 books. I think it's 3 books coming out this year. No, it's 2 books. Then episode 7, I believe, may be coming out next year after the films come out this December. And they are, I love the titles. William Shakespeare's Star Wars. There you go. Sorry, not even leaving them on long enough. William Shakespeare's The Empire Striketh Back. And also, The Jedi Doth Return. And if you can see him there, there's Jabba the Hutt. I don't even know why I'm laughing. I've just realised I'm not even sure if I even stopped that section of the video while I were dumping my books everywhere. So you probably saw me like going up and down, and you probably saw my ex-wardrobe behind me. Well, that's not my ex-wardrobe for clothing, that's my ex-wardrobe for books. I used to have I'm going to swear here, shit ton of books in there, which are now on my bookcases. But yeah, these are by Ian Dosher, I believe he's called. So yeah, it is quite hard going because they are actually set out like Shakespearean plays, and it's like scripted Shakespearean, and it's for example, let me bear with me a couple of minutes. Aye, verily, his mission is supreme, so saith he. He will not hindered be, nor from his wayward stubborn purpose veer. Oh my word. It is terrible, and the books look gorgeous naked. Yes, this is the only thing I have stripped. Going rude here, I do apologise and will veer away. Oh my god. Look at that. I mean, it's hardback, it's not like leathery, but it looks beautiful. And in each cover, under each cover, it's like blue, and I think we've got green and orange as well. Anyway, I hope I get through those books this year in time for the next 2 coming out. This next book is the first book in a series, and the cover is starting to give me creeps looking at it. This is I Am Number 4 by Pittacus Law. Obviously, the first book in the Lorien Legacies, and there are another 4 out. I think the 4th one that's out, it's the 5th one that's out, is the last one, I believe. If not, then there's another one coming out. There is the film out starring, I have no idea, but apparently the film's rubbish, which a lot of book to movie adaptations are, except for the odd few. But yeah, I really want to finish this. I really want to read this book. The covers are actually released in the matching covers. I've been looking for these all over, and I've actually found them. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. Oh my god, yes. The next book I've got, there are only 3 books left after this one in this section. The next book I've got is 172 Hours on the Moon by Johan Harstad. This is a thriller where 3 teenagers win in a lottery to go to the moon, and they find out that there's something up there, which is the reason why NASA didn't go back to the moon in 40 years, and it's apparently really, really scary, and I cannot wait to get into it. You'll realise that I've already started it, booked by my Apple stickers that I got with my phone a couple of years ago. But yeah, I can't wait to finish this. It's already quite good as it is. Yeah, it's brilliant at the minute, and I can't wait to finish it. The next book I have, I was idiotic again because I wasn't looking. I got excited when I saw the cover and realised it wasn't the actual first book. This is Through the Evernight by Veronica Rossi, and it is the 2nd book in, I believe it's called the Under the Never Sky series. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to say what it's about because I don't know what it's about, and obviously if I knew what it was about I wouldn't talk about it because it's the 2nd book in a series. So moving on. The next book I have, which is the 2nd to last book, is Department 19 Zero Hour by Will Hill. I really, really love this book series. I'm currently reading it. I'm currently reading quite a few books. I will finish them at some point, hopefully by the end of this month. And yeah, the 5th and final book is coming out this year, which I'm waiting until next year to buy because it'll be coming out in paperback. I'm piling up my books on the floor and they've just gone all over. They just went. I've got that many books. The final, well, I'm not going to say final book, because I've just realised I've missed one. The next book I have is the Heroes of Olympus, Book 3, The Mark of Athena. Again, I'm not going to talk about it because it's Book 3. Yeah. Haha. Dodgy noises there. Sorry about that. Why am I apologising? Everyone makes dodgy noises. I make annoying noises. Do I care? Do I hell? Right, now time for the actual real proper final book of this segment of the book haul. It is S by J.J. Abrams and Doug Dorst. I have been wanting this book for so long and I've managed to actually get it. Right, so S, I hope I'm getting this right. If not, then I'm just spouting any old shit. S is the concept. The actual book is The Ship of Theseus by V.M. Stracker, and basically this is the only book, or the last book that he published before he disappeared. And basically there's the whole story in it, but then there's also little side notes on each of the pages left by two teenagers. There you go. Writing to each other to see if, like, to talk to each other. They also leave things for each other in the between each of the pages, such as a college or university campus newsletter and scraps of paper, and there's also, wherever it is, a napkin with the map of a college. Wait a minute. I don't really want to damage anything. With the map of a college campus on it. From what I can see, it's so well done. I have started reading it a little bit. Like the first few pages, like the foreword by the translator. It actually smells like a really old library book. I think the pages have been treated like that. I mean, the pages are yellowed as well on the edges. There's like little marks in them, like little grease marks. I honestly didn't put those in while I was eating. And it's meant to be a library book as well. It's with a thing at the bottom. I think it's meant to be an American library book. But yeah, I honestly can't wait to really get into this book, and my sister and my mum seem to like it as well. Yeah, this is the book. It cost me £30 British. £30, which is quite expensive for a book, even by my standards. Right, so that's it for this segment of the book haul. I will see you very shortly with the next part of the book haul.